Alright, hi you guys. Today is going to be my nail polish declutter and I have my toddler here to help. She loves to paint her nails, so we can't declutter anything without getting her approval first. But currently in my collection I have 56 nail polishes, and I gotta say, like, I definitely have my favorites, and there's definitely quite a few here that are not getting love out of my collection, and 56 is just way too many. My assistant here is holding on to this nail polish, this acrylic organizer, and I'm hoping to get all my nail polishes to fit into this by the end of the declutter. We shall see. That's my hope, that's my goal. But yeah, let's just jump right into the declutter. As you can tell, my favorite brand for the longest time has been Essie. I have tons of Essie polishes, but recently I have been trying out some new brands. I have some from Nails Inc. London, and then I also have really been loving, I think it's Defy and Inspire, maybe? I think I have...
That was scary.
That was. I have like 4 or 5 from them, and I've really been enjoying their formulas. So, like I said, let's just jump right in. Right off the bat, I know I'm going to be decluttering these two from Kat Von D. I just don't get use out of them, and then there's the whole like Kat Von D controversy thing. So I just don't feel the need to keep these in my collection any longer, so I will be getting rid of these two. Okay, then it looks like I actually have a third from Kat Von D, and again, I'm just not getting use out of this, so I'm going to declutter.
It's your favorite color, pink and purple.
Okay, so hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. This next one is from Sinful Colors. It was one of the ones in collaboration with Kylie. I just don't particularly care for glittery nail polishes, so I'm going to get rid of this one as well. Okay, so jumping into the 4 that I have from Defy and Inspire, this is actually what's on my nails right now. I've been really into like neons lately, so this is new to my collection. I'm going to be keeping this. This is also new to my collection, which I am going to be keeping. This is in the shade Bachelor Nation, and I didn't mention this one is in the shade Well Done. These two are also relatively new to my collection. The blue shade is Next Season On, and this one kind of has like a duochrome sort of shift to it. And then this one also has a duochrome sort of shift. This is in the shade In the Tank. I recently was wearing this one, and I actually really do love both of these. Definitely keeping both. Oh, this is proving to be a struggle with the toddler. Okay, I also know I'm also going to be keeping all of my Nails Inc. Okay, so first up I have Dirty Unicorns, which is this glittery, shifty sort of shade, which I really, really enjoy. For some reason, I like to pull this out more towards the spring, summertime, but I actually think I'm going to pull this out soon because I really do love this one. Kind of in that same realm, but in more of like a purpley pink gold shift. I have the shade Dream Dust. I'm not sure if either of these are... I'm actually not sure if any of these are still available. I know I got these kind of as like a set last year. This one is in the shade Rainbow Wishes, and again, this is sort of like a holographic sort of shade. This one is pretty light, but I still really like it, so I'm going to be keeping all of these. I have 2 polishes from Butter London. Both are in shades that I absolutely love. The first, I love this for the fall time. This is in the shade Ruby Murray, which is just a beautiful, beautiful like berry toned crimson sort of shade. And then when I'm looking for more of a nude shade, I use this, which is in the shade Yummy Mummy, which I also really like. I do also like the Butter London formula. I have this one from Sephora collection, which I'm going to keep. It's called What's a Tire Truck, and this is my only black polish. When I'm feeling like I want a black polish, I want to make sure I have one in my collection, so I will be keeping this. I have this one. I think I can get rid of this. I'm missing the cap on. This is from LV or LVX. I'm not sure which one. It's in the shade 100 Serene. I just have other light blues in my collection, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of light blue nails on me, so I feel like I can get rid of this one and feel confident in that. This is another one I feel like I can get rid of. This is an Essie polish in the shade Tarte Deco, and I just am not a huge fan of like orange. Even though I know like my nails are kind of like a coral orange right now, I'm just not the biggest fan of orange nails on me, and this leans more like coral orange, like on the pastel side, but still I feel confident that I can get rid of this and not feel bad about it. This is another one I feel like I can get rid of. This one's pretty old, and I don't know even like... This is after shaking it up. I feel like the pigmentation just isn't the same as what it used to be. This is in the shade Mojito Madness, and I just am not, again, the biggest fan of green nails on me, at least not this type of green. So I'm going to be getting rid of this.
How about we keep this one?
Okay.
Let's do it.
This one I'm going to be keeping because, one, it's newer to my collection. I love it, and the toddler loves it too. Zoe loves it. It's called, I don't know, Vous Play. It's something in another language, but I love this. I love this like on every nail. I love doing like a naughty nail with this. I think it is such a pretty shade, and I am obsessed. definitely keeping. These two are very, very new to my collection. I've been super into like these pastel sort of like purple slash pinks. So these are very new to my collection. This is in Bag Me Not. I really enjoyed the shade. I was just wearing this, obsessed. And then I just recently picked up Wireless Is More, and I have not worn this on my nails yet, but I'm super excited to because it looks like a beautiful just like purpley gray, but it's more of like a satin shade rather than like more of a matte, if that makes sense. It looks like it has some sheen to it, so really excited about both of these and definitely keeping these. Okay, so I have this Essie polish, which is in the shade Marshmallow, which is more of like a true white, but it does have a bit of a sheen to it. And then I also have Ballet Slippers, which is close to a white, but has like just the slightest hint.
I love ballet slippers.
My Zoe loves ballet slippers. But this has like the slightest pink sort of tint to it. I feel like I only need it to keep one of these, and I haven't worn Marshmallow in a really long time, and this is just getting...
I love Marshmallow.
Zoe's just telling stories that go along with the names of these polishes. Anyway, Marshmallow is probably at least 5 or 6 years old. I don't know what the shelf life is on these, but again, I feel the need to only keep one, so I'm going to keep Ballet Slippers and get rid of Marshmallow since Marshmallow is old. More Essie polishes that fall into like that gray tone or mauve tone. Here's more of a gray. This is in the shade Chin Chili, which I love. I love this shade, especially in the winter time. It's just a beautiful gray neutral polish. And then I also love this Ladylike. I believe I picked this up last fall, and I've really been enjoying...
I love Ladylike.
And I've really been enjoying this polish as well, so I'm going to keep both of these. Again, you can tell like I definitely have like my shade genre that I love. Okay, so this is more of a darker gray, but I really like this one too by Essie. This is in the shade Smoking Hot. Definitely keeping this. Another nice neutral blush. This is obviously in like the mauve to pink toned shade. This is the shade Marathon. Really also enjoy, so I'm definitely keeping this. Okay, so I have big Essie polish in Penny Talk as well as a little one. I don't feel like I meant to do that, but I obviously don't need both, so I'll keep the big one, get rid of the little one. Two more that I know I'm going to keep kind of in the lighter pink and purple shade range. This one I love. This is in the shade Go Ginza. It's a beautiful lilac purple, and I am obsessed. And then I also have this in the shade Let It Glow, which has like a pink slash gold shift to it. It's more of like a satin sheen, duochromy type of shade, which I also really like. Okay, a few more shades that I love for fall time. These two especially. This is in the shade Bahama Mama. I love this. It's a beautiful berry purple sort of crimson shade again, and then this is a shimmery shade. I like to pair these two together and do like a naughty nail with this one. This is in the shade It's Genius. I will definitely be keeping both of these. The label fell off of this one, but this is a beautiful red shade. It might be the same as this one, which is in the shade Bourgeois. I think I am going to keep the big one, even though it's super messy, and get rid of this little one. This was one of my first Essie polishes. This is in the shade A-List. It's just a beautiful red, kind of like an all-American red, but like a little bit deeper. Really love the shade, definitely keeping. Okay, I'm also going to keep this brighter purple. I think this one's fun for the summertime. This is in the shade Playdate. Really love this one. Another fun summer color that I'm going to keep. This is kind of like a teal. This is in the shade Garden Variety, and I also really enjoyed this for the summertime just as like a fun shade. I think because I kept Ballet Slippers, I feel confident getting rid of this light pink shade. This is in the shade Minimalistic. Okay, so this is like a gray green polish that I actually also really enjoy because it's more of like on the neutral side. I usually wear this more in the fall time. This is in the shade So Psyched. I'm definitely keeping this. Then I have two more green tone shades. I feel the need to only keep one. I think I'm going to keep this one, which is like a darker sort of teal shade. This is in the shade Going Incognito. This is also a nice, really fun one, but I can get away with this one in the fall time too, so I'm going to keep this. And then I will get rid of Naughty Nautical. I just never really wear this shade. It has a bit of like a shimmery sheen to it, and I reach for other ones over this, so I'm definitely going to get rid of this. Okay, let's jump into like my pink corals. I think because this Essie polish is so similar to the one that I'm wearing, this is in the shade Sunday Funday. I'm going to get rid of Sunday Funday and just keep that Defy one. And then I'm also... Okay, I'm definitely going to keep this. I love this Essie polish. It's like a nice hot pink. It's in the shade Secret Story. I've had this one for a while. Really love this one, especially on the toes too in the summer. It's very cute. This is in the shade Big Spender. Newer to my collection within the last like 6 months. I'm going to keep this. This is the nice berry tone as well. Okay, so then I have these 3 and I need to get rid of at least one. I think I'm gonna get rid of this, which I think is in the shade Enough is Enough. Had this for a long time and I just don't need to keep all of these, but I kind of want to keep these 2. This is in the shade Watermelon, which is just a nice pink, and then this one, which is a little bit more of a berry tone pink in the shade Plum Berry. I love Plum Berry. I've had Plum Berry for a while too. Okay, so I have room for about 5 more polishes. I'm going to get rid of this Essie polish for sure. I never reach for this. I don't really care for this one. This is in the shade Avenue Maintain. I can definitely get rid of this. I definitely want to keep this. This is like a beautiful lighter blue sort of periwinkle shade. This is in the shade Lilac-ism. And I also really enjoy this. So I'm going to keep that.
Keep that?
Keep that. I feel like I should get rid of one of these. This one has a little bit more of a green. This is in the shade Mint Candy Apple, and then this is a little bit more of a light blue. This is in the shade Borrowed and Blue. Oh, I think I'm going to keep the Mint Candy Apple and get rid of Borrowed and Blue.
No.
I know my daughter loves the Sinful Colors, like cobalt blue shade, so I'm going to keep this one. I also want to keep this. This is another like just a little bit darker periwinkle. This is in the shade Boxer Shorts. I just love things with like a purple hue to them. So I'm going to keep this. But I think I'm going to get rid of this Kokie Cosmetics. Speaking of purple, I just don't love the Kokie formula. I didn't feel like it was too long lasting on me. And I have other very, very similar shades to this. This has a bit of a sparkle to it. It's like a medium toned purple with a bit of like a silvery shift. But I think I can get rid of this. Room for one more shade, and I think Zoe, which one?
I love that one.
Zoe is saying she loves this one, so I'm gonna have to keep this one for her. But we're gonna set that aside, and I'm still gonna keep one of these 2. Zoe, which one do you like? And she likes this darker purple one, which is kind of the one I was leaning towards anyway. This is in the shade No More Film, so I'm gonna keep this and then get rid of this in the shade Mesmerized by Essie. And then after that, everything fits into this acrylic organizer with the exception of Zoe's special polish. I forgot to mention the shade on this. This is in the shade Rockstar. Okay, so I'm getting rid of everything in this basket. There are 17 polishes, which brings me down to a total of 39 polishes, which still I know is a lot, but I do usually paint my nails at least 1 to 2 times per week. So I feel like rotating through this, I can actually get through, you know, quite a few polishes and get some good use out of this, especially considering too, like painting your toenails within that. And like I said, my daughter really does like to paint her nails too. So I feel good that this is what I'm keeping. I feel really good that I'm getting rid of 17 polishes that I just have not been using, and that now everything pretty much fits in this organizer, so I feel less cluttered, more organized. And yeah, after that, that is going to conclude this nail polish declutter. I hope it wasn't too distracting with my assistant here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know some of your favorite nail polish formulas or colors down below. For some reason, I've been getting back into nail polish lately. For a while, I had like fallen off the bandwagon. In college, I would paint my nails like every 2 or 3 days. I was obsessed. Other than that, you guys, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!